see. Are we good? Hey guys, here we are. Welcome to another episode of Concept Art Design in VR. I apologize for starting a little bit late. You know, life happens. Hopefully you won't hold it against me. And if you do, well, that's your problem. um, so today we're doing one more Horizon Zero Dawn style robot. There we go. And I put it up to vote on Facebook, and the idea that seemed to have the most legs, as it were, was to do a bear. So I think we're going to be making a bear shape today. And yeah, wrong button. Single, right. We're going to do a bear-shaped robot today. So if I can line it up right. And I'm going to set my inner radius high and just get this to as close to right as I can get it. That seems about right. So with a bear, there's always two options, right? It's kind of half bipedal, so I could do it standing or I could do it on all fours. But I feel like standing as a robot, it's going to wind up looking pretty human-like, you know, once you start sort of distorting things that way. So I think we're going to make it on all fours like this. And I'm going to decrease the res on it and then duplicate it and then move him off to the side so we can see him and kind of keep him in mind. And then here, I want to, wrong button. Paint him red again, which I've been doing on all of them lately, and I really kind of like it just to start with something that I know what the shape is going to be. And like, because I'm doing a bear and I want it to look like a bear, I'm using a pre-made, that's actually a Daz Studio bear from like 10 years ago. It's really old and low poly. But since I'm going to throw the whole thing away, I could have drawn it, you know, into a rough form. But this way I'm just sure that my bear looks correct. And, you know, it's easy and fast. Actually, let's go back here, center it. See, and yep. And layer 3, increase the rest twice. Where's my form? Not centered. Why is that? It says it's centered, but putting it down on the ground. Kind of weird. Now let's see. Are we? No, he got moved somehow. Let's undo. There we go. Now he's straight up and down. Decrease his res. Layer 3. Increase the res. Once. And let's start with this once. I think that'd be good to start with. Okay, so now we need to kind of go through and give him the basics of form so then we can turn off this other stuff. And I'm not sure yet how bear's going. That's the part we use for the camel back, so let's do something else. That's kind of cool though. Let's take this form and it's going to be, shrink it down so we get better control. To the side. Maybe his rib cage, for lack of a better word. Center part of the body. Then another new form. That could be neat. That is kind of cool. And that's going to be, I'm going to put his hip here. Like that. Like just like that. Let's see if we can line it up better. Hip is going to be like that. And then maybe let's do this now while I'm thinking about it. Active layer only. I'm kind of going a little bit ahead of myself to do it yet, but let's just play. Turning it down. Okay. Then we're going to need like a collarbone of some kind. Let's see. What do we want to use for a collar? It's kind of an interesting. Could literally kind of do with like a collar like that. Shrink it down a little bit. Collar. Then let's back up and kind of here to our pistons. I'm just going to grab something like kind of cool too, like that, for our neck form in there. And then I'm sure you use this one because it's kind of stumpier. There's our upper leg, lower leg. I can't even really see it right now, but I think once I turn off there too, yeah, there we go. It's starting to work. And then let's turn it back on. I really wish there was a way to here, lower the opacity of a layer too. That would be awesome. I don't think we can do that with paint. Maybe we can. Let me just see. Let's see. We're on this layer again. Let's just play for a second. Paint. Is there a control of opacity? Ooh. Yes. Spray. Bigger. So now, let's see. Maybe because he's already got a color, though, it won't work for him. Probably not, because I've already colored it. But in the future, that's good to know. I might be able to give it a partial. Is there a way to make, let's see. Doesn't look like I can see anything there that'll do it. Paint. That looks like the only one. Okay. Well, all right. Go back to clay for right now. And I don't think this is going to be the foot, but just to place the foot there. And we need to give him a head. Let's see what we got. Scroll up. Something cool for a head. That seems neat. I could maybe do that. Let's turn back that on. Back that on. Jesus, Seth, come on. Turn that back on. Turn it off again. Okay. So there's our basic form. Some things that I know I want to do. I want to cut into that some. Maybe with that form. That could be cool. No, probably solid or more. Ooh, maybe in here though. No, neat form, neat idea, but I'm gonna cut into it with just a more regular shape. Let's just go to that and continuous 0 and line up so I'm exactly on it, and obviously very rough right now, but we're gonna probably cover 90% of it up anyway. And basically I'm just saying making ribs. And I want to make the ribs more open in the middle. I don't know what that was. Yeah. There we go. And then we're going to punch a big hole right there like that. Because I want to be able to see inside just because it makes it cooler. I don't know what happened there. Is that a... I don't know. Yeah, sure. No. Good enough. Cool. And then sort of same thing on this side. There we go. Inside and that side. I just want to give it some open space. Kind of same thing back here on this part. Let's cut into it. And we're using circles to cut this time. In the past, I've used cubes, and I'll probably go back to a cube. But I'm liking that so far. How does it relate to our bear? It's pretty close. It feels about right, which makes sense since we built it on top. Let's go to a new layer now. Increase the rest twice. Bring it up to cover us. And I'm going to add in... Still not tired of this joint yet. I feel like I'm getting there, but I still just dig it. So as long as I dig it, I'm going to keep using it. Shrink it down a little bit more. Where's the line? Okay, I'm off. Make it bigger so I can see where I want to be on it. Now I'm to the side. Yeah. Even a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. There we go. On that and that. No, I don't think I'm gonna put it on that one this time. This one, yeah, sure. But I think the front one I'm gonna leave and do something different with, just to make it something different. But there's our joints. I like having those on their own layer because it gives it the ability to texture them differently. So let's do another new layer. I'm trying as much as, but I get 20 layers of this tool, so I feel like I might as well use them. And I always forget, and then I end up kind of putting things back on one. But I'm kind of trying to keep things. I'm gonna go to single. The more layers things are on, the more flexibility I have. The more flexibility I have, probably the better. So this is clearly, again, bullshit. Like, those don't actually do fuck all. But, you know, I think they'll work well when we get into it. And we're just making some piston action here. Where else do we want one? Maybe there? Yeah, that works. And maybe there. To give us that kind of sense of multiple parts. Now let's go maybe even there. No, I think we'll find something new for that. Let's use a different part, maybe a different piston, but yeah, I do like this one. It has a nice sort of vibe to it. Down the front, maybe? Down the side. Yeah, down the side. And we'll need to fill it in there. Something I need to remember with these, that I should probably work a little smaller, because we've hit the maximum size this brush can be. And if I worked a little smaller, it would give me more playroom to do stuff. It would also make things a little bit more junked and pixelized. So there are benefits and problems with both. But custom. But I think that a little smaller would probably not be a bad idea. This piece down. just attach that, give it something to hook into. Although this one looks like it's pretty good, but we'll still put one in there. Okay, so we got sort of feet parts in that regard. Maybe the same thing here and there. Those pistons are going into something, and then maybe even here. Yep, like that, but I am going to square, continuous, shrink it down, and cut it off the back part like that. I didn't like that. That's somewhere on the layer. It's another layer. Yep. Cool. Cool. Okay. So now on the same layer, because this is sort of an internals layer, I need to give him some kind of a spine. Something kind of cable-like, but maybe that. Let's see. Now, because I'm on my own layer, I should be able to drag it out like that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Still probably want a spine thing down the center, but I like that as a frame a lot. Let's see this. Maybe. Again, as big as it'll go, Seth, you screw yourself by doing this. Let's just paint it ourselves. Let's try using the pill, continuous, a steady stroke, and off to the side, shrink it down. Something like that. Oh, it's steady enough. Let's increase the steady, stroke taper speed, not steady, that's why. Steady stroke. Okay, let's connect from here to there. Cool, it's got a spine. And now we can actually turn off steady stroke and just kind of make it a bit more mechanical feeling by giving it some holes. Again, I say this all the time, but remember, it's all total bullshit. It's just there to give us the feeling that we want. But that feels pretty good to me. Again, it feels mechanical. Yeah, there we go. Totally. Yes, that works absolutely well. Okay, so back to our bear, and now we are on, that's our like spinal column parts layer. Another new layer. So we're gonna bring my shape up. Why it didn't center, but whatever. Okay, let's start working on the internals here to give them an engine and parts. Go way back up here again. Really like these parts. Some of these are cool. That's neat looking. What does it look like in size? That's pretty cool. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but it's cool. Ooh, I remember that for other stuff. Yeah, rockin'. That would be cool for like a Tyrannosaur something later potentially too. Give him one more like that, or actually the other way around. Now my bear's got spikes, but hey, that's cool. Yeah, not exactly what I was looking for, but cool. Now let's try to move more towards something I was actually looking for, which would be here, engine, 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 engine. That feels more like an engine to me. Yeah. There we go. Sure. Yeah. That's cool. That there. And then maybe the same piece, but in there. Yep. Yeah, liking that. Got a different piece now. Something like that. Into there. I like holes through it so we can kind of keep seeing. It gives us neat shapes. Let's see, those are connecting. So that's going to be, if we say that this is our like drive train almost, right? Then that would go there like that. And that's cool. It makes it feel like it's connecting and doing something. And then maybe like that. No, we'll do something else on that one. But okay, so far though, so good. I think he still needs a better neck. Maybe, does that make a neck? Yeah, that makes a good neck. And I feel like that's in place properly. And it kind of feels like it goes along now. Yep, cool, cool, cool. I don't think this guy's gonna have a lot of framework. He's gonna be more skeletal, which I like for the whole bear. Kind of a little bit more aggro look to it. Find another good piece. I'll know it when I find it. You know, like a lot of this is just so. You try something and you see if it works, and if it does, great. And if it don't, well, then you know you tried something. No, I don't like it there. There, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like a cap of some kind. Can we just, even if it's just for external placement? Yep, cool. Um, where's our bear? Where's our original bear? So he needs some ears. He needs a snout of some kind if we're going to keep going with the head, and a mouthpiece. Do we want to actually make it more, a little more bear-like than perhaps? So there. Let's look to the mouth and see what we can do. Let's see. Yeah, cool for like an eye, because it kind of goes down and then along this the center snout piece. It's gonna feel right. Sure. Do I know what it's for? No. Can I bring it in a little bit? Yeah. There we go. And then it needs bottom part of a mouth too. This might be a hard thing to get to read right. Because I don't really know what it would be, but like that. All right, sure. I don't know why it's there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't hate that it's there, but I'm not sure how I feel about it kind of overall. I know I warped that, but that's okay. Actually, don't mind. I kind of like it warped. I don't like those spiky things sticking out though, so let's see if we can't. That's better. Okay. Okay. So we still need more work on the feet. I still want to have a little bit more mass in here because that's feeling a little empty for the real bear. It needs something that kind of comes down into that space there. Let's see. It's a Death Star. No. No, I hate the shape, but I don't think that this is where I want to use it. Something to remember you've got, and then hold it in your back pocket for later. That there. That's cool. Kind of increases the collarbone a little bit. Going to cut into it. Just a touch. Change the form up. Give it some intent. Okay. Yep. That's better. There we go. Yeah, it makes it feel more like if this was a bare skeleton and you were putting external stuff on top of it, that would make sense, right? Like you'd start with something like that. We could. I don't use these parts a lot yet. Let's look and see if we got anything in this group that I like. I feel like these are pretty low res, although it's pretty big. Let's see. How's it going to look like? That one I like. Okay, cool. Now let's adjust and go in like that. Yeah, that's cool. And then in like that. Also cool. Gives it that sort of musculature sense. But let's do it on a different layer because I want to stretch it a bit. New layer. Let's go 3 times. So it's going to be small. It barely covers our bear form. But, and I can no longer make it bigger. But I can do that. And now do that. Yeah, and this one. Like that. Yeah, cool. And then I think a couple of cables, and that could be really neat. Let's take this part and just bring it into there more. All right, good enough. Yeah, that's cool. And maybe we'll use that same muscule thing here. And maybe in here. Yeah, that's cool. And on the back side, maybe in there. No. But maybe in there. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This cat's coming together. And let's go with another new layer now. Double res up. And let's work on this foot. Just been using these round shapes for feet, and I kind of dig them. Maybe it's a bit cheap, but I kind of like it. So this guy, let's see, he's got the three things, and the spike thing goes forward. So let's make this just for laying this out, that go forward. Yep, so I can do the same thing here. It goes forward like that. And now I need some kind of a connector piece there. Custom shapes, go to my own this time. And just grab this piece. Shrink her down, not that much. I'm on single. There we go. And even though this one kind of touches better, we'll make it consistent with that. So he has feet now. Feel like the legs are big enough. I like that. Do I want to connect that to that? I think I might. And let's go back to my pistons. Just make a good shape for things. This one can make it long enough. Not quite. But can I? Do that. Do that. Yes. Okay, so it's framing out now. Do I like it? I don't like it going in there, though. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to connect it to here. And then bring that in. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to leave that empty because that just seems cooler to me. And then I'm going to do that to there. I don't know why, but just to give it the skeletal frame. I still feel like he's a little empty in the chest area. He needs a bit more in here. Maybe we give him a... Ooh, I know. I'm feeling that. I talked to myself to come up with ideas, I know. I want to give him a sternum plate. And I think that there's a triangle thing that I was using. Or that. No. Where's the three-way triangle that I saw earlier? You always see a part when you're like, oh yeah, I don't know what I'm using it for. And then you're like, where did it go? It's the same problem with custom brushes in Photoshop, right? Looking down. Neener, 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 neener. This wasn't the piece. This wasn't what I was thinking, but maybe let's try it and see how I feel about it. Something. Ooh, yeah. Can I? No. Doesn't get any bigger. But I can do yes. The advantage to it being symmetry is I can cheat. And then I'm going to just erase that center part here. And then it'll feel like it was just one piece, I think. Yeah. Okay, and then we can put I want some kind of a gizmo here. Gizmo piece. Continuous single. I love being able to just like come inside like this and say like, yep, that's how I want it. Gizmo piece like that. Yep, and now let's just grab just that cable and bring it up. That's cool. We're not done yet, but that's definitely better. Still need something else going across. Bigger, longer piece, something like that maybe. Is this just a panel? Yeah, I don't want that. It's a little too. Whew. Yes. It is what's known as a bullshit tech piece. For me anyway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So now he's got some kind of center thing going all the way around. And maybe just one more of that piece kind of in here. And I'll run some cables to it. And maybe even in there. If we turn it, oh, it's like that. Oh, yeah. Yes. It is brilliant, brilliant. I don't know. Okay. How are we feeling? I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I think it's time for a cable layer, and then I think that will help me see what else I need to do. So, just one layer up. Continuous, steady stroke on. No stroke tapering. Shrink her down. Let's give it a color. Some kind of like dark green. Just so I can see it. And now let's start connecting the doo-woppers. This is the cool thing about this sort of design methodology for me, is that you get all these sort of spots that look like a cable could go there, and you just connect them up something. So, so you're really just fitting things in. I might want to clean that head area up, I think. But yeah, you're just kind of finding something that looks like it might do something, and you're making sure that it does. And like that I would do, but it's kind of small. But this, I don't want to touch like that. But that's better. Yeah. So it's just, is it still hanging loose, or did it touch the other thing? It's hanging loose. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And then here, there, and then here, there, and there. We'll just cover up that one thing. And getting some good cables going on now. In here, yeah, we'll leave it right now. But I do want a cable like into there, into the butt. There. And there. And where do I want to come from? Needs more leg cables, but I don't have a good spot. Do that. And then that. You saw what I just did there, right? Just covering up the junk. Yeah, okay. There. And no. I want it to go there. And so it's going to have cables of multiple colors because there's some just built into my model, and I'm not going to take it into Substance Painter or KeyShot and sort of paint line by line. So I just want to get enough that it has cables that are also going to be multiple colors. Cool. Yep. That's working for me. Let's quick save. I have not saved yet. Bad Seth. Okay. So we got cables. We got parts. Pretty open. Do I want to cover anything up with skin or just leave it as a straight bone shape this time? I think we might stay straight bone shape. Let's do another new layer. And bring our bounding box back into it. I want to do a little bit on the top here. Just some custom shapes. Something to make it look cool. Which I realize is a very arbitrary statement, but oh, I want to go single. No, that's way too low res. So, that's cool. And let's fill in my scoop section a little bit. See if I can't. Whoa, no. Fix that up a bit so it feels more intent. And I'm on my own layer, so I can do that. And that. Yeah, okay. The same thing on this side. Just giving it a bit more form since I just carved into it really quickly before. I don't know why we're going to give it a hubcap, but we're going to give it a hubcap. No, we're not. No, we're not. We want something solid to fill that hole up. That. Sure, but a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Sure. And we're going to replicate that form a couple more times just so it feels right. There. I don't know if it's a rivet or what the heck it does, but it's going to help us feel more unified if it's in a couple places, I think. Yep. Cool. All right. He definitely feels like a bear. He definitely feels aggro to me. Could give him some eyes. He doesn't have any glowy parts yet. Let's do that. So new layer. and we'll just stick to something flat and red. No. Am I outside my zone? No, I'm in the zone. Just gonna go, screw it. It's got eyes now. I don't know how important they are to it, to this situation, but it has something that I can make red, and that's cool. And I'm gonna fill this thing in there in the front. Layer 10. I'm gonna go back to just white and mechanical. There. I don't know why. It's got a nose now, but it has a nose now. And rather than doink those out, let's see, because I could try to fix that crap shape, but I'm just gonna do that instead. Yeah, there you go. That works. Any other crab shapes we need to fix? Kind of the same sort of way. Maybe we'll do that there. Okay. Yep. No, I don't like that shape there. But I do kind of want something there. Rocket launcher? Sure. Yeah, that's better. Quick save again. I think we're getting pretty close on this guy now. Let's give it a once over. Looking around. I don't really like that cuts into that. Which layer is that? That's 6. Can I just erase that part? Go to continuous. Yes, I can. The same thing here. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to go inside, but I don't like that. Like, nobody look there. There we go. Okay. Yep. Cool beans. Yeah, here's where we get into problems because it does kind of cross that. So if we're gonna let it come out of that, but not the other one, I think we are. Doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense. You can see like the little bits of that spine that I made still before, but it's almost gone. I love how these parts get covered up and it all kind of becomes one major gestalt that works together versus, right? Kill that, kill that. Let's see, am I on that layer? Yeah, so we'll get rid of a couple of those doo-woppers. That stuff I don't like. Again, it's just concept art, so it's not a huge deal, but if I can get rid of it, I might as well. And anything else? No, that's feeling pretty good to me. Ooh, there's a bit there with that. I discovered how to pick a layer by just clicking on it, and it makes my life way easier because I can fix jaggies like that now much easier than I used to be able to. That's that. 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 I'm getting so picky here. There's no need for any of that. But I was there. Okay, and I'm gonna do it one more time. So I feel like no, it just goes to that. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Yep. Save early, save often. So we go back up, and there's our original bear. On, off. So I think we've covered the bear form pretty accurately. I'm just going to delete the ref bear now to save our thing. Quick save us. And export. And we are at 12 mil pols. That's good to me. Yeah, so thanks for joining along. Thanks to the in the Art Hacker group on Facebook for doing my poll and helping me decide what animal to do. It was bear, gorilla, or kangaroo seemed to be the top three. I may yet do a kangaroo tomorrow because that one just sort of appeals to my sense of the absurd. But yeah, I'm going to take this and texture it up in Keyshot, give it a render, and post it up on my Instagram. Thanks for watching, either on Twitch here, which if that's the case, please subscribe, or on Google on same thing, YouTube, where I store them all and for archive in my channel on YouTube. Either way, I appreciate you watching. Send me a message if you have any comments or you liked it or anything like that, and I will be back again tomorrow. All right, guys, take care. Bye.